Well, greetings and salutations, and welcome to another episode of the podcast You Ought to Know. I'm your host, Mike Urban, owner of Urban Automotive in Oakville, Ontario, Canada. Whether you're a fellow shop owner or someone who's just interested in the world of cars, welcome along the ride today. Today, we want to talk about your car and its feelings and what it says to you. That may sound strange, but here's something shocking. Your car does not care about your budget. I know that sounds harsh, but your car does not care that Christmas is coming. Your car does not care that your mortgage payment went up, that your kids need braces, that the washing machine just broke, or that you have a holiday booked and a getaway with the family that you budgeted for. Your car does not care about your budget. And with that, it definitely doesn't care about that $3,000 estimate that you just received to end up fixing it to make it roadworthy. Your car isn't trying to be mean. It's a machine. It's a mechanical machine. And that's what a lot of people forget, that mechanical things do break down. So today I want to talk about a better understanding of why these machines don't understand timing. I want to talk about what you can actually do when your car needs more than your budget allows. One of the most uncomfortable conversations any shop owner or service writer or technician can have is have the customer at the front counter, after reviewing the estimate or receiving the estimate, call you or tell you, I cannot afford to do this work. After doing this and owning a shop for more than 30 years, being in the trade, owning a shop for 23 years, I get it. I understand. Been there, done that, got the t-shirt myself. Most people don't have a budget laying around or budget for vehicle breakdowns. That's just a simple fact. It's something that most people do not do. When a client tells me they can't afford a repair, it isn't my job to judge their budget. It's my job to explain to them in priority the importance of the repairs that need to be done. The technician doesn't set the customer's financial priorities. The service writer doesn't decide what the client can afford. Our responsibility is to simply provide accurate information about your vehicle. Here at Urban Automotive, we've always had the tagline, safety first. So safety is a non-negotiable for us. Now, there is a big difference between a torn wiper blade and brake pads that are ready to go metal to metal. An air conditioning concern is not the same as a loose ball joint. A small oil leak is not necessarily the same as having an engine with low oil pressure. Not every repair is an emergency. But pretending that every repair can wait is just as dangerous as saying that everything needs to be fixed right now. If you Google Urban Automotive and you look at our Google ratings, you'll see a trend. And a good 85 to 90% of the comments on our 5-star Google review ratings is our inspections. And the fact that most people are surprised by the in-depth quality of the inspection, showing pictures, but more importantly, ranking everything in priority sequence. So green, yellow, red, just like a stoplight. Green is good, no issues, everything is fine, everything's operating as normal, everything's as expected or should be within the manufacturer's specifications. Yellow means we have something that's starting to wear, something that's could be a problem coming down the road. You're at 50% tire life left or 50% brake life left. It's meant to bring to your attention things that could be coming up in the future. In the yellow is also the manufacturer recommended service intervals. So most shops have some kind of support system where they can look up what the manufacturer's recommended service intervals are, or just simply Google through the manufacturer what they recommend at the mileage and at the time. That would be lumped into the yellow because you should be able to decide for yourself, if you are out of warranty and it's your vehicle and you own it solely, to decide what needs to be done. So that would fall into the yellow category as well. What falls into the red category is the safety, the concern. We have something that is broken. We have something that is beyond its useful life. We have something that could cause a drivability concern, a failure, engine power loss, steering loss, suspension failure, drivetrain failure. That sort of thing would be marked in red. And red automatically becomes the top priority to deal with and address. So the color that's given to that point on the inspection shouldn't be based on the customer's budget. It should be based on the actual condition of the vehicle and letting the customer know this is in fact the shape of your car. Here's your vehicle's health report or report card, if you will. Here's the grade. You decide what you want to have done. Unfortunately, I can't turn a red repair yellow because the timing is bad. So the customer receives a $4,000 estimate. They simply claim and state, I cannot afford all of this right now. So they need to ask an important question at this point. What do I absolutely need to do first? At our shop, again, we list everything in priority sequence. So in a case of this, we have $1,200 for front brakes, rear shocks, $900, transmission service, $500, tires approaching replacement, $1,400, grand total, $4,000. The customer isn't able to do everything, but safety-wise, priority-wise, the brakes are what's most important. We can plan the shocks for 60 or 90 days down the road. Transmission service, preventative maintenance, it can go until the next scheduled service. And the tires may be reasonable until the fall. It all depends on the client's driving habits and the distance that they travel. If this is a daily driver that they're putting 100 or 200 kilometers on every day, the priorities may change. A $4,000 estimate today, a $4,000 estimate doesn't always mean that you need to spend $4,000 today, but you need somebody willing to explain the difference. One of my key statements that I tell my clients is, deferred maintenance has interest. Deferred maintenance is just like financial debt. Ignore a small coolant leak, the vehicle has a chance of overheating. Ignore worn brake pads, now you need rotors and possibly calipers. Ignore an oil leak, now your engine runs low on oil. Deferred maintenance can definitely charge interest, and sometimes that interest is brutal. Run a vehicle low on engine oil, especially with the high tolerance engines that we have out there today, you run the risk of smoking that engine. Same with running it low on coolant, same with the brakes. Not every delayed repair becomes catastrophic, but delaying repairs without understanding the risk is total gambling. There's a big difference between deciding to wait on doing maintenance and simply hoping the problem goes away. I want to talk now about the psychology of the unexpected repair. The $2,000 repair you didn't know about yesterday. Yesterday, the client felt financially fine. Today, the shop calls $2,000. Nothing changed in their bank account. What changed was their knowledge. The repair didn't necessarily happen today. Today might simply be the day you found out about it. This is why inspections matter. This is why the yellow points that we point out to clients matter. This is why customers receive future repair estimates from us. We are giving them time to prepare for what is coming. The best repair estimate that I can give you might be the one that you don't need to approve for 6 months, because now you can plan and budget accordingly for what's coming. So that's the main reason why your mechanic should quote everything on the car. We have a lot of first-time clients come in because of our Google reviews and see they come in for an oil change, which we don't do. We do a VIP service. The VIP service is a 70-point inspection, digital. This is exactly what we're talking about. We give the vehicle a grade along with the oil change, rotate the tires if necessary, give you the full scope of the vehicle, the full condition of the vehicle. You come in for a $200 oil change, leave with a $5,000 estimate. And you may think they're trying to sell me everything. But the truth is, a professional repair shop should document everything that they find. Because if I only tell you about the concerns that I think you can afford, I'm making financial decisions for you without knowing anything about your finances. That is not the shop's job. The shop's job is to do a full, thorough inspection, document everything that we find, explain and prioritize the concerns or issues that we find, and help create a plan for our clients. And it's the customer's job to decide what they want to do, or if they don't want to do anything. That is entirely up to the owner of the vehicle. I tell my staff it's our job to have the responsibility of telling our clients the true condition of their vehicle. That is our responsibility. It is the client's responsibility to then decide what they do with that information. If I can give you one piece of practical advice, build a car budget before the car builds one for you. Most people are excited once they have a vehicle paid off. It's finally paid off. My monthly payments are done. I'm so excited I don't have that burden anymore. I would argue or suggest that if the vehicle is paid off, you continue to make that car payment to yourself. Even $200 or $300 can create a reserve for any unexpected repairs. $250 a month is $3,000 a year. The older the vehicle, the more repairs are going to be needed. It's a simple fact because, again, we're dealing with mechanical items. The key here is to remember that a paid-off car is not a free car. You need to make maintenance budgeting part of your vehicle budget. It's as much part of ownership as insurance, fuel, tires, maintenance, and repairs are all part of the ownership cost. The conversation that I want our clients to have with us, don't say, I can't afford it, so I'm doing nothing. Say, Mike, I need your help. Let's build a plan. That's a conversation that any technician, shop owner, or service writer can work with. What is safety related? What could cause additional damage? What can reasonably wait? And what should I budget for next? You don't always need to fix everything today, but you should know what tomorrow might look like. So in closing, your car doesn't care about your budget, but your repair shop should. Our job isn't to shame you because you can't afford to do everything today. Our job is to inspect the vehicle honestly, tell you what we find, and explain the risks, and help you prioritize the repairs. And hoping that your car understands that money is a little tight this month is not a repair strategy. I'm Mike Urban, owner of Urban Automotive Oakville. If you enjoyed today's conversation, please make sure you subscribe and share with friends or with someone who loves their vehicle as much as you do. And remember, safety first, because when it comes to your vehicle, you ought to know. Thanks for watching. Because ignoring a problem does not make it less expensive.